quick overview summary of the film Exterritorial with what's her name? Oh my gosh, not her name, like the actress. I don't even know who this actress is actually now that I think about it, but like right, because she goes to the American embassy, so I'm like, okay, it must be the dad's American, because I didn't think I was getting like Swedish vibes at the beginning of the film, like this lady's not American, it's like definitely the foreigner, and then so I'm like, okay, well, but she's going to the American embassy. Why? For some reason. Well, that makes sense because her husband, that's dead, was American. Then we learned that she's in Germany. She's German, and we're in Frankfurt. Actually, we're not even in Berlin, but we're in Frankfurt, Germany. And I like how they established that with the skyline shot in the film. She meets like this lady in exile that's at the embassy, and they become friends. But then like halfway through the film, she actually, well, we don't see her. Like there's a point in the film where she gets in a truck, like it's gonna go to France, and from France she can fly, because she says she needs to meet her opposition, not her opposition, the resistant movement. It's based in Boston, Massachusetts now, and I think she may be Belarusian. She's either Russian or Belarusian, some Slavic lady, right? But she says, and so she gets on the bus or the truck to hide in there to go. That's gonna go take her out of the compound, because she can't leave the compound willingly, or else she gets arrested or something. I forgot. They explained it in the film what was happening with her. But I thought maybe in the end we'll get to see her again. And I don't recall we got to see her again. I don't remember what the ending was entirely, but I don't recall we got to see her again in the film. And where did they take her son? Because they definitely took her son. They tried to make her look like she's crazy, that she's going through, like, because she's like ex-special operatives. Oh, she's got a brain injury of some sort. She's going through some sort of manic episode, right? And like, obviously she's not, but that's what they want her to think, that she's going through something right now. But no, she's not going through anything. She knows what she saw, and what she saw is that her son fucking got kidnapped. Like, like something's happening with that. There's a one villain guy. Well, I guess there's two villains, because one of the dudes that's like a security guard, he's communicating to him, and he's saying like, oh, they got in my office, they read the emails, they know about it, they know about this. But then towards the end of the film, the one guy, he like what do you call it? Inculpates? Oh, there's a word for it. He like basically, like, because she records them saying, because they like to do this in the movies, right? The villain explains their plan out loud, and then it's like a classic trope, and they record it, and they play it, and everybody hears like, oh my gosh, heard what they just said. Exculpatory? Something like that. I forgot. There's a word for it. But he basically like outs himself in that scene. But I'm like, the other dude like runs away in that one scene, and the people are pointing guns at him, but the other guy like runs away, like, unless he was running and the other cops were chasing him. I don't remember. I don't know if we ever got to see a scene where he got arrested, but I'm like, wasn't he implicit in it too? Like, they're both pieces of shit bad guys. I forgot, what the corruption was. I think it had to do with drugs. I don't even remember. I think it had to do with drugs in the film. Something like that. But I mean, I guess I just feel kind of silly. And then she's like ex-special operative, so she can fight really well. She's beating people up. There's scenes where she's walking around the compound, but they have cameras, right, everywhere in this compound, presumably. But then, it takes people to spot her, to see her. I think there's some scenes where there's someone watching the cameras and they can see her on the camera, like, oh, there she is. But then other scenes, and there's even a scene where she hits one of the cameras, she breaks it off. And I'm like, wouldn't that be a dead giveaway? If they have like a room, because they show this, they have a room with all the cameras on a screen. It's presumably that they're swapping between the different cameras. One of them's going to be down. Okay, how did that happen, right? It's, but it was entertaining enough. It kept me entertained. I watched it to the end. I don't remember how it ended. I know that the guy shoots himself in the leg. I said, wow, that's pretty brave. Because he shoots her. Okay, fine. Like, someone can shoot you, right? Because it's like the pain indirect. It's, I guess if they're cold and heartless, they're not gonna, I mean, they'll probably maybe feel your pain, but they may be more Like, this guy points the gun to his leg. He shoots himself in the leg. Oof. I said, oof. What's the psychology with that? How does that take a person to inflict that amount of harm on themselves? Just, oof. Ouch. If he does that, he just flips himself in the leg. And then comes out, oh, she attacked me. And because he wants them, like, to kill her, arrest her. But then, you know, obviously she records the secret conversation. I think it was with something that the kid had. Her son had this, like, a recording phone thing. And I think it was something that he had. That she, I like when she first goes to the embassy because it's in Germany. So the guy asked her, like, English or German. And she said, English. I think it would have been cool if she said German. She said, first and foremost, I speak German. Right? I guess maybe the kid's going to be multilingual, bilingual, maybe? Oh, yeah. And then we find out, like, she's going to the embassy because she's got a new job lined up in the U.S. And she's just, I guess Germany's not cutting out for her. She's not having any opportunities in Germany. But then we find out, like, the email was sent by the bad guy. So the bad guy wanted her to come to the... I don't remember why, but he wanted her to come to the thing for some reason. And, but then I think he also said, like, when he's talking to her, that he knew she'll put up a big fight, that she was going to be trouble and beating up the guys. So, like, he brought her here to cause commotion. Why? They probably explained why, but I don't really remember. This film's... it kept me entertained. It did keep me entertained, so I'm not going to say it's bad. But I don't think... like, I wouldn't care for it. I don't know if I recommend maybe a rainy day and just want some background noise, then it's a good for some background. I only clicked this film because my parents watched it and they said they liked it. But otherwise, I don't think I would have bothered. There was another film. It was a French action film. Then I was looking at the trailer and I said, well, if I'm watching... well, not even the trailer. It was like a cutscene. If I'm watching this cutscene and it's keeping me entertained. Nice, babe. Then I guess I'll watch it. But then I put it on, and I don't know why I took it off. I guess because, like, I just want the action scenes to hurry already. And then it's like... so I guess, like... oh my god, what am I thinking of? I watched the film recently. I think the action starts... oh yeah, it was the Midway. That one I had to finish. That one I think I'm going to like that film. But the Midway film... what do you call... the action starts right away with that film. I have to do a review, proper one for that film, but I'll watch that sometime. I have to set up the Netflix for my room. That's what I have to do. I have to get her Netflix set up to my TV somehow. Or make my own account, maybe. I don't know. But then, I don't know if it's worth it, because I'm not going to watch the films like that. We'll see that Midway film eventually, okay, babe? Well, I have to finish it. And, when we finish it, it's going to be good, because I'm going to do a proper review. But that one I was liking so far. Woody Harrelson has hair in that film. It's just like, holy shit. And then I'm thinking maybe it's prosthetic. I wonder if it's, like, it's actual hair. The film's from 2019. So it's, like, 6 years old now. So it's still relatively young, you know? It's not all the way there. So, I mean, it's a while ago. But, like, 6 years, like, so maybe that's its real hair. I don't know. But, we gotta get back to topic here. Exterritorial movie review. It's okay.